Well, I promised you warmer temperatures, and that's exactly what you're getting. We're going to climb about 5 to 10 degrees over the next couple of days. Warmest temperatures so far ahead this week is going to be on Friday, with temperatures reaching up to 70 degrees. But we're already warming up just a little bit more just by tomorrow in Anchorage, up to 67 degrees, just a little bit above where we typically are for this time of year. And the whole reason for this is due to a trough of low pressure. Now, low pressure is affecting areas like Southeast. This is bringing in a lot of those cloudy skies that you've been seeing. And we also had this storm bringing in a lot of that wet weather with the help of that low pressure system. But as this trough right here begins to dip down over the state, that's really what's bringing in a little bit more of these warm conditions. Now, areas like the Aleutian Chain holding on to a little bit more of that cloud cover as well, also due to this low pressure system. So that's kind of the whole reason why upper level dynamics, or kind of the whole reason why we see conditions like that, temperature changes such as that. But I wanted to show you something really interesting. You can see all these little thunderstorm plumes popping up along western Alaska, even reaching into the interior. And you can see how strong that storm is, because there's little dots of red right there. That just shows how much moisture is in these storms. Now, storms like these usually top out to about 30,000 feet. So for all my pilots out there, you know that you do not want to fly through that. We've only seen a couple of lightning strikes throughout the last hour or so, so nothing too major. But yesterday, we saw over 8,000 lightning strikes, very significant. Now, I want to talk about this red flag warning. This is going to stay in effect until about midnight tonight, so not much time left for that. But that is going to impact areas from Ambler all the way down to Huslia. But I also wanted to talk about Southeast for a minute. This is one area where we're expecting wet weather to move in. Not really true for the rest of the state, but you can already see lots of that wet weather. This is that storm rolling in all of this red and yellow and green. That's all of that rainfall. What's red is much heavier rainfall, and this is what's moving into your region through the overnight hours tonight, and that's going to affect you for your Thursday. A lot of this rainfall is going to move in overnight tonight, but then you can see by the early morning hours, we're going to collect even more of that throughout the afternoon. But again, heaviest amounts are going to roll in overnight tonight through your early morning hours, and then by the afternoon, starting to taper off just a little bit more. Now, as we look ahead for the rest of the state, clear conditions expected from western Alaska out into the interior. We're going to see some partly cloudy skies ahead for much of the interior, with that chance of afternoon thunderstorms rolling in. Meanwhile, for south central, this is where skies are really starting to clear up. Warm temperatures are ahead for you for Thursday as well as your Friday, with completely clear skies, mostly sunny skies throughout the rest of this week. We will see a return in more of that cloud cover by this weekend. Now, for Southeast, a lot of that wet weather moving out overnight tonight and into your Thursday. By Friday, you're still going to have a lot of those clouds in the sky, and then we'll see a return in some of that wet weather into portions of the Copper River Basin, but that's all by Friday. So we don't have to talk about that just yet. We'll just focus on tomorrow. Now, overnight tonight and into tomorrow for Southeast, expect that wet weather moving in. Overnight lows dipping down into the upper 40s, but mostly around the 50s, highs reaching into the 60s. Now, for the interior, mostly partly cloudy skies ahead for you, with temperatures reaching into the low 70s. The warmest spot in the interior is still Fort Yukon. This is an area that has seen the warmest temperatures for the region, but we do have that chance of afternoon thunderstorms, so keep that on your radar. Into the North Slope, mostly cloudy skies for areas a little bit more to the west, unlike Dead Horse, with mostly sunshine and temperatures reaching up to 65 degrees. That chance of thunderstorms also extends out into Anaktuvuk Pass. But for western Alaska, like I said, plenty of that sunshine ahead for you, with the exception of Gamble into Bethel. We'll see afternoon thunderstorm activity for areas a little bit closer to the interior. Now, for the Aleutians, mostly cloudy skies from that low pressure system I showed you. Scattered showers are expected in Adak, but for South Central, again, pretty simple forecast, mostly sunny skies, temperatures reaching into the mid-60s for most areas, even into Prince William Sound. That's where we'll actually see a little bit of that light rain for your Thursday, but for the Mat-Su Valley, we'll see some partly cloudy skies, temperatures reaching up near 70 degrees, and for Anchorage, near 70 degrees, up to 67, with mostly sunshine ahead. And for the next couple of days, we'll warm up just a little bit, with an increase in that cloud cover.